Yes. Batman Begins was directed by Christopher Nolan, the man who brought us the Dark Knight movies and Inception, some of the greatest movies of all time, basically. And the story basically revolves around Bruce Wayne, and Bruce Wayne basically travels to East, where he's goes to martial arts, and there he's trained by Henry Ducard. And later on, he returns to his old home back in Gotham City to find if he's actually fighting for justice or revenge. Because apparently as a young boy, his Bruce Wayne's family was murdered by a man named Joe Chill. And after his training from Ducard, and later on in the film, and as the film progresses, we get to see Batman join forces with Alfred and many other people to protect the city of Gotham. I know I'm definitely in the right level when I say I love action movies. I also do love superhero movies. Batman is my all-time favorite superhero, not just comic superhero. He is my favorite superhero and stuff like that. And Batman Begins is basically one of the best Batman entries in the entire Batman franchise. This movie basically shows us on how Bruce Wayne became Batman, how the hero of Batman was born, and how he was able to fight justice. And there are many courses that the character of Wayne has to go through in this film in order to find that. Whether it's fighting for what happened to his family, or fighting for his family's tower or building, the Wayne building or whatever, or fighting for the city of Gotham, we get to see Wayne's character develop throughout the entire runtime of the film. And it's absolutely amazing. It really is. Christian Bale basically takes this movie from entire opening to finish. He is amazing as Bruce Wayne in this movie. And you can tell that sometimes the character of Bruce, even though he's a very strong hero as Batman, you can tell that he has his downfalls and stuff like that. And yes, everyone basically has their downfalls in the world and stuff like that, especially in Gotham City. And especially if it's a city that has a lot of crimes and a lot of things that are horrible happening to it. But Alfred basically explains to Bruce why do we always fall? So we can always pick ourselves back up. It's one of the best quotes in the entire film. And speaking of which, Michael Caine is great in this movie. He really is. Alfred is one of my favorite Batman characters. He's a very extremely supportive character in this movie, and you give him praise. He's always there for Wayne and stuff like that. He's never left him out. That's how important the character of Alfred is in this film. The direction and writing and editing that Nolan delivers in Batman Begins, it's just outstanding. Nothing honestly feels rushed in this movie. The story goes at a perfect pace. There was never a part in this movie that lagged. Everything was happening, but in a really perfect pace. The story was told perfectly, and yes, the action scenes are really not disappointing at all in this movie. If you love Batman, you will love these action scenes in this movie. I guarantee it. But it takes a while to get to them. It does take a while for like the action to happen. It's worth the wait. The story is that good. The direction and editing and the writing in this movie is perfect. And for that reason, this makes Batman Begins one of the best comic book movies of all time. Henry Ducard, played by Neil Leeson, his character is usually a supporting character and stuff like that. If you read like some of the Batman comics and stuff like that, he's really a supporting character usually. And in the beginning part and half of the movie, you see him as that and stuff like that. But as the movie progresses, you can tell that this man's up to something. He has plans for Gotham City. I will say he has plans for Gotham City. He basically knows what he's doing. Basically, he's basically like one of the perfect antagonists, as I would call it in this movie and stuff like that. And technically, he is an antagonist in this movie. He's a great antagonist. I think in my opinion at least, he might almost rival Heath Ledger's Joker. Even though these are totally two different villains and stuff like that. These are totally two different villains, but they're in the same universe as Batman. He's a great villain. He really is, and he wants to change Gotham City, but not in a good way. A very, very bad way. By destroying it. By sending all these, like, toxins and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure it was toxic or something. But those scenes, the final acts of this movie are really well done. I love the final acts. I love this entire movie. I really did. Now let's talk about Rachel Dawes, played by Katie Holmes. She's absolutely amazing in this movie. You could tell that she's also a very, very supportive character to Bruce Wayne, too. She's trying to make Bruce see what kind of person he is and stuff like that. And how all these things that are happening are affecting him. Is he going to fight for justice, or is he going to fight for revenge, basically? And you can tell that there's moments that she's worried about what might become of him and stuff like that. What might become of Bruce Wayne. And it's fantastic. The story is fantastic. The direction is fantastic. Everything in this movie is great. It really is. This is just as good as the Dark Knight movies, honestly. And if you've ever seen the Dark Knight movies but haven't seen Batman Begins, first off, how dare you become a part of my channel? No, just kidding. I'm joking. I'm just joking. But seriously, watch this movie. It's that good. It is that good. It will surprise you. There's a lot of great elements and great things to love about this movie. It's one of the best Batman movies in the entire franchise. And one of the best comic book movies in general. When it comes to the Batman universe, Batman Begins is basically the story that started the character of Batman, basically. And once again, Christian Bale as Bruce Wayne absolutely delivers in this movie, which is one of the reasons that makes this movie so great. He's not a dull character. As a matter of fact, every single character in this movie is so interesting and so relatable. They have great chemistry, and the majority of these characters are mostly supportive characters to Bruce Wayne. Batman Begins is a great movie. It's a fantastic movie, actually. It's one of my all-time favorite movies, and one of my favorite Batman movies ever, from my favorite comics superhero. It has a great story, fantastic characters, great direction, great action scenes, and this is basically the movie that brought Batman and showed that this character can fight justice in Gotham City. And this movie is the movie that basically made Batman truly born. Batman Begins, for sure, gets an A+. I'm telling you, this is just as good as the other Dark Knight movies, basically. All three of these Christopher Nolan movies are amazing. They really are. This is one of the few trilogies, at least the trilogies that I will include 3 movies in, that I will call the best trilogies of all time. The Christopher Nolan Batman movies I would consider some of the best movies ever made. Batman Begins started the Christopher Nolan Batman movies, and it started very, very powerfully. And I just love this character. I really do. If you guys haven't seen this movie, please check it out, because you are missing out. Guys, thank you so much for watching this movie review of Batman Begins. I am so excited to do some more other movie reviews very soon. Look forward to other content. I'm planning on doing a podcast of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I'm so excited to do a podcast of that with my friend and stuff like that. We're going to be talking about the game and our personal thoughts about the game and stuff like that. I can't wait to do that podcast. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Look forward to some more movie reviews such as Incredibles 2 and Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. I'll be seeing these movies hopefully on June 21st, or maybe. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, I am Mario Fan 520, and I will see you next time. Peace out.